So big milestone achieved today, 14,000 kilometers of daily consecutive running. To find out what that feels like, keep on watching, keep on listening. Welcome back to consecutive day 1789 of a diary of a runpreneur. Today's topic is all about my big milestone I've achieved today, which is 14,000 kilometers of consecutive daily running. But before we get into that, please don't forget that this vlog is part of a fundraiser of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, a distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style. And obviously more people get in front of, more money raised, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. So back to the topic at hand. 14,000 kilometers of daily consecutive running. Yes, it's a biggie. It feels big. Well, to put it in perspective, how big is it? Well, as the crow flies, I've run from Cambridge, where I live in the UK, to well into Western Australia. So I'm kind of the middle of the western part of Australia. So a long, long way. Or another easier way of looking at it, I've basically run to Miami and back, which is obviously in Florida and back. So it's a long, long way. It's taken me getting close to 5 years to do it. So again, that puts it into perspective how far it really is. And yeah, when you start thinking about things like that, it does make me feel immensely proud. And it's funny because as I've been doing this running streak, you know, you start off by celebrating, you know, running for a week, running for a month, running for a quarter or 90 days, running for a year is a huge one. And then you start looking at the distance you've traveled, you think 1,000 kilometers, you know, 5,000 kilometers, 10,000 kilometers, etc. And you put it in perspective, 1,000 kilometers, I'm on about 845 kilometers for the year so far, and we're coming to the end of April. So to do 1,000 kilometers of consecutive daily running at the rate that I'm running, which is a 7.5 kilometer daily average, it's taking, you know, basically four months, 4 and a bit months. So it's a big chunk of time to get 1,000 kilometers. So absolutely, it's a biggie to celebrate. Yeah, it's been a ride. It surely has. But the scary thing is, my target is 40,075 kilometers, which is the distance of a lap around the circumference of the world. And you know, when you put it in perspective, 14,000, I've got a long way to go. I mean, I'm not even a third of the way, if my maths serves me correctly, or yeah, I'm coming up to a third of the way, so I'm almost a third of the way around. So, you know, coming up to 5 years, I'm going to finish on my 50th birthday, which is in about 7 years. So yeah, so I'm on track basically to achieve my goal. But the scary thing is, I think how long I've been doing this for, and I'm not even halfway. It puts it into perspective how big this planet of ours really is. So what have I learned? What's the learnings for my diary? The learnings for a diary is, it's any milestone on a journey that you're kind of undertaking to try and get somewhere in life, whether that's a goal, an ambition, a project, whatever the objective is. Any milestone you hit is an achievement and should be celebrated. That's first and foremost. We're too often as humans, we're too quick to kind of fall into the trap of negativity when things aren't going our way, or worrying about stuff that may or may not happen. But we're also not great at celebrating the wins. So when there's something to celebrate, absolutely celebrate. I think it's huge. And you know, 14,000 kilometers of daily consecutive running is no mean feat. I know how hard this has been. I know how, the reality is, this is top 1% stuff. You know, you put 100 people out there and ask them to run 14,000 consecutive, 14,000 kilometers of consecutive daily running. Maybe one would achieve it. Probably you would get certain instances where less than one would achieve it. It's a huge achievement. The longevity to do it, overcoming adversity, is huge. I mean, when you look at illnesses, injuries, traveling, delays, you know, factors that are outside of your control, and you still have to fit your run in. And it's not just a run. I have to do a minimum of 5 kilometers. Okay, my daily average is 7.5, and I very seldom do a 5 kilometer run. Speaking of the devil, I'm doing one today as I'm a couple of days out from running a marathon. So usually kind of 2 or 3 days before a marathon, I'll drop my runs down to 5 kilometers just to try and give my legs a tiny bit of rest if I can before a marathon or an ultra marathon. But yeah, it's huge. So I will be celebrating. I'm not going to celebrate too much because I've got a marathon in my views, but I'm carb loading at the moment, so I will eat some extra carbohydrate. I'll talk about that in my next episode, mind you. But yeah, that's basically it for me. So thank you for your support over these 14,000 kilometers. It really means the world to me, and just any additional support you can provide will be huge in getting me to that goal. So, and ultimately, the goal isn't about me and personal achievement. It's about what this journey will bring to the children who need it the most, and that's really, really important. So, thank you once again. Hope you find that useful. Questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Do remember though, if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, a distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy. I'll see you again tomorrow.